But as we know, Kabale, it was cold in the morning, got some sunshine early in the early afternoons, and then we got overcast skies here. And now the players will march onto the pitch, led by tournament director Mr. Robert Bwali. Black Pirates led by Ivan Magomo, and the Cobs led by Justin Kimono. Two legends in the game. They walk onto the pitch for the pre-match moments. We shall have the guard of honor for the organizers of this tournament, and before kickoff we shall have a moment of silence for fallen Rams chairperson Mr. Patrick, who we lost during the break while the season had taken a break. So it's a tense moment between these two teams. They have come all the way from the Mileke Sevens, went to Soroti, went to Gulu, came back to Kampala, and now we are the far end of the country in Kabale for the main cup final of the Kigezi Sevens. Center referee there, as I said earlier, is Ronald Wutimba, an experienced referee, rising through the ranks, getting some game time under his belt. He was at the Safari Sevens, and he is the center referee here for the big one, for the final. He will be assisted by Gonzalo Mayanja, who managed one of the semi-finals, and Rosenberg Kanyunyuzi, former Lady Rugby Cranes player and Ugandan legend in the game of 15s and 7s. The judges, the assistant referees in goal will be Sama Emmanuel and Mr. Tumwesje as Vicento Team. Vicento Team, the chairperson of the series, leads the guard of honor as Guinness Uganda brand ambassador Mrs. Elizabeth Mutamuliza. And then there is the proud partners there from the Guinness Uganda brand. They have enabled us, make this trip, this journey here and all across the world. It's the country, but we are making the broadcast all across the world on our platforms here on Kawowo Sports. You can catch this game, watch it live on our YouTube channel and on our Twitter. And there you can see some smiles from the officials. And Ivan Magomu now introduces his team to the partners and sponsors of this game. The beautiful game of sevens that we all love. There won't be many smiles though after this, as the teams will be looking to put their best foot forward and throw their the best punches in the main cup final and reign supreme over the 1,900 meter high hills of the Kigezi region here in Kabale. A moment of silence for Mr. Patrick Kakaire, former Rams chairperson, and may his soul rest in peace. The moment of silence is going to be started by center referee with this whistle. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. All the pre-match rituals and routines have been completed. It's game time. The Black Pirates, who came into this game as the top seed against the Betway Cobs, who are the series leaders in the 2021 Guinness 7 series. It is the main cup final of the Kigezi Sevens, round 5, the penultimate round of the series. Who will be coming out on top of this one? We will find out in the next 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. Big one here. Both teams know what's at stake. Both teams know what they need to do. And just going quickly through the squads, the Pirates: Alex Aturinda, Desire Ayera, Mubaraka Wandera, Conrad Wanyama, Stephen Alur, Ivan Magomu, Mohamed Haruna, Timothy Kisiga, Arnold Atukunda, Joshua Engwao, and Benson Gono. And for the Cobs, it is Karima Renaitwe, Plana Kampurira, Ian Munyani, Byron Oketayot, Marco Suna, Joseph Aredo, Alhaji Manano, Emmanuel Ochodu, Aaron Jurua, Justin Kimono, Conrad Mukwaya, Payasogen, and Faraji Odugo.
And Conrad Wanyama goes through his kicking routine to get us underway. Raises it from left to right. It goes the distance, yes, and the kick gather is good enough for the Betway Cobs, and Joseph Aredo will set up the Cobs on this first breakdown. Ball out picked by Pius Ogena, who finds space on the break against the Black Pirates. Alhaji Manano with a quick ball out wide to Byron Oketayot. Sends Justin Kimono with the man on the outside. Cuts back inside. Is brought down by Timothy Chisiga. Releases the ball and gets back onto his feet. Ball recycled now to the right side. Spread out wide. Ian Munyani looks for Joseph Aredo on the outside, who kicks the ball. But there's a sweeper on defense there in Conrad Wanyama, who will calmly carry the ball to the 22-meter line for a 22-meter dropout kick.
Yeah, that just shows that Conrad Wanyama is a very good student of the rugby laws, knowing what to do there. Another person could have picked up the ball and panicked, but credit, now they get an opportunity to exit their own half and maybe start to attack. As a long kick is put there by Ivan Magomo, gathered by Pius Ogena. Pius Ogena will be very instrumental if the Cobs are to have anything to do with a win today, as Justin Kimono fumbling the ball there. There is no advantage, ball knocked forward by Justin Kimono. A very good attacking platform there for the Pirates. Yeah,
it's that pressure. The chase was calm and relaxed by the Black Pirates, but on seeing that loose ball from Ian Munyani to Justin Kimono, Arnold Datukunda upped up the tempo and the pace and caused an error from the experienced Justin Kimono, giving the Black Pirates a chance to attack just at the 22-meter line.
Yeah, we can see Conrad Wanyama with the ball. And could this be a case of one of those training ground moves, maybe this time from a set piece? Or will it be a case of trying to play the situation? But either way, the Pirates are in a very, very good attacking platform as the team size themselves up in the scrum. And Wanyama feeds and chooses to go to the blind side.
Joseph Aredo penalized for being offside at the breakdown. Conrad Wanyama with a quick restart dances past Alhaji Manano, and he will go over for the first try of the game. It's Conrad Wanyama. He did this in the final at the Henry Jumba Sevens, and he has repeated that with a quick ball that catches the defense snapping. Pirates have struck fast in this one.
Yeah, could this be a case of deja vu? Conrad Wanyama scored first the other time. Scores first again. And Pirates drawing fast blood.
It's a whole different ball game in this one today. We know that in the game between the Cobs and the Black Pirates, it's all an opportunity of who strikes first, and as Timothy Chisiga, or is it Ivan Magomu, makes the full complement of 7 points. We know the one who strikes first is the one that usually goes away with this. But you cannot rule out any of these teams taking this. And Cobs have the opportunity now to attack from their own area. But Black Pirates have struck first. They have put the most important thing on the board, and that's the points.
And the one thing that Pirates did very well last weekend was the rapid fire. They scored 3 tries unanswered, and they need to do that again this time. Can they be able to do that as Ian Munyani gathers a ball from the sky, and now they have an opportunity to attack. Byron Oketayot, the enforcer, showing and going and carried, tackled by Arnold Datukunda and Ivan Magomu, but a recycle is there, and Joseph Aredo, the linchpin with the ball. Their playmaker looking for the offload. Marco Suna lands on a shoulder, but he holds his ground. Strong, strong Jim Telimba, as they say. And Alhaji Manano takes the ball out to Ian Munyani. Ian Munyani coordinating there with Pius Ogena. And a big fend there, but Isaac Massa is not the kind of guy you easily fend off. Luckily, it's a case of hopefully a turnover. Is it? No.
Isaac Massa was the first at the breakdown, but then there was no release by the tackler, and Ian Munyani with a quick restart finds Joseph Aredo in the gap, who is brought down by Ivan Magomu. And the Cobs are now deep inside the Black Pirates territory. Left onto Byron Oketayot to Justin Kimono, finds Osuna. Osuna, is he strong enough to go past Arnold? Yes, he is, but he puts his foot into touch. And the assistant referee there, Rosenberg Kanyanyuzi, says that Arnold Datukunda did enough to tackle Marco Suna into touch, but that was a missed tackle there by Arnold Datukunda, and he was lucky that he had the 8th man on the touchline. And we take another look at that. Justin Kimono commits the man, sends the ball out wide to Marcos Huna.
And you can see it's just a case of margins. And stepping on the line in rugby is equivalent to being outside. So that's an opportunity for the Pirates to have a line out and possibly get themselves out of a very, very tricky part of the pitch as Timothy Kisiga carries and patient play there. And you can see a long kick to get some territory for the Pirates, and it's sports day. And we are seeing Conrad Wanyama having wheels for days, and Desire Ayera, oh my God! After such a blunder there by Alhaji Manano, who seems to be in some pain, but Desire Ayera making the most of spoiled opportunities, you should say, for the Cobs, and he scores for the Pirates. And we talked about that rapid fire, and it seems to be happening yet again.
It was a kick by Conrad Wanyama to clear his own area. It is chased by Alhaji Manano and Joseph Aredo on the defense, and Conrad Wanyama and Desire, not very, very quick men, the four of them, but Alhaji Manano lands badly onto the ball, loses it forward, so the Black Pirates are playing the advantage. But Desire Ayera is there, pounces on the ball, breaks Joseph Aredo's tackle, and he has a straight line for the try under the uprights. Conversion has been successful, so Pirates lead in this one 14-0. But it's not over until it's over, because we saw this one in the other game. Pirates had a 21-0 lead at halftime, but the game ended 21-14. Could have gone either way with the Betway Cobs on the charge. But we have a game at our hands, and the Pirates right now are in the lead.
A very different strategy of kick there by Ivan Magum, but it's very good. And the pressure that Pirates is really putting on Cobs, although there was a case of a tackling man without the ball there, and Byron Oketayot trying to level it out there with Arnold Atukunda, but I don't think he has as much space as Arnold has.
Byron Oketayot is also in pain. It's tough for the Betway Cobs. Byron Oketayot tried to run around the speedster Arnold Atukunda, but he didn't have enough pace to go around. Attempts the offload, loses the ball forward, and it's half-time. Black Pirates leading 14-0 against the Cobs. But what a half of rugby that the Stanbic Black Pirates have put up to take this lead in the Kigezi Sevens final.
Yeah, definitely. And we are seeing Byron Oketayot there in a lot of pain, trying to maybe see a way of getting the Cobs back into play, but unable to do so. Very good tackle there by Arnold Atukunda. We hope that Byron can be able to be fine for the second half.
Yeah, and there we see the medics from both teams. That's Noah Kayongo from the Betway Cobs, and the Cobs from the Dogs from the Mongas, and then from the Stanbic Black Pirates, all showing some concern for the injured player, as even Marvin Odong runs on to someone to have a word with the player on the floor. And as you can see, the Black Pirates doc has been called on to attend to some of his players, but Byron Oketayot will be okay. I hope he will be able to return for the second half. It has been a repeat of the semi-final, but will this be enough for the lead?
Yeah, Pirates will really know that this is not enough. They know the kind of quality that Cobs has, so they know they need to come back in that second half ready to play, and also ready to defend, because Cobs is literally going to throw the kitchen sink at Pirates. But they know they also need to score again. They need to give themselves what you can call an insurance try, at least to get a considerable breathing space, and then try to game manage to the best of their potential.
Coach Timothy Mudola there, standing in for Tewala Davis, who was unable to travel. He has been unable to travel for most of these up-country circuits, leading the prayer there. But he did enough. He talked to his players. You could see that he gave them instructions on how to turn this game around and win the game. And there we have Alhaji Manano marshalling his teammates, saying, I made the mistake on the other one, but we can come back in this one and we can win it. It's still game on. We have seen crazy things happen. We have seen games turn around.
Yeah,
this could be one of them.
If you have watched Pirates and Cobs play, it's never over until the final whistle. So expect anything, lots of action happening.
Joseph Aredo gets us underway for the second half. Raises a high but short ball. And Timothy Tsiga, who was being lifted into the air, is unable to gather. And Cobs are now on the attack, very strong attack there. Conrad Wanyama regathers, but he does not release the ball on the tackle. And a quick reset by Justin Kimono, and it's try time for the Cubs. Justin Kimono bouncing on some laps of the Black Pirates, and he's able to bring the Cubs back into this one. 14-5 conversion to come. We've seen this before. We've seen this happen. It's not over until it's over, like you are saying. And the Betway Cubs have come rushing like a rush, like a wave of energy at the Stanbic Black Pirates. Joseph Aredo's conversion is wide, and the score remains 14-5 in favor of the Black Pirates.
Yeah, that's the kind of response that Coach Timothy Modola, who is SC Strength and Conditioning, but also standing in as head coach today, would have wanted from the team. And they know that they need to get that ball back and then score again. And you can see him glancing at Ian Munyani, and the ball goes up. But has it crossed the 10-meter mark? It is not relevant because Timothy Kisiga has gathered, and then the ball goes out. Ivan Magomu choosing to go for the intricate chip. And what does that have to say? It's just going to be a line out.
Fine touch there with a kick on and off. I think he was looking for that chase by Joshua Ngwao, but he was able to get the real estate, but the chase was not successful, and it's a line out for the Cubs just inside their half. And Joseph Aredo to throw the ball in the line out. He has been subbed actually for James Ijongat. So it is Ijongat with Pius Ogena, Alhaji Manon, and Byron Oketayot. Probably the best assembly of forwards you can have to secure this line out. And as you would have it, Alhaji Manano regathers onto Munyani. Munyani to Justin Kimono. Justin Kimono runs around Ivan Magomu. Tries to offload, but Ivan Magomu is recovering. Closes that gap, and Conrad Wanyama kicks a ball into space, but just Pius Ogena is there. Runs into Alex Aturinda, but the ball is secured. James Ijongat puts his knee on the floor, so he's able to be released. Finds Alhaji Manano running on the angle for the switch to Ian Munyani. Ian Munyani throws a long pass out wide to Justin Kimono, which has been judged forward by assistant referee Gonzalo Mayanja. And while Justin Kimono appeared to have found a way past the Black Pirates defense, he has been called back by Ronald Wotimba for a scrum that will be in the favor of that will be a possession by the Black Pirates for this one.
Yeah, Pirates now with the ball. What can they be able to do? Nerve-wracking times. Crazy times, and the fans as well are going crazy as Pirates attempt to feed the ball, and the ball goes to Timothy Kisiga. They are employing the kickers a lot, and the referee says play. You could see the protests from the Pirates players, but now they need to defend. Marco Suna is pushed into touch. The Pirates are really using that touch line as one of their defenders, and that's a very, very good strategy.
Ivan Magomu is caught in no man's land by Ian Munyani. Slips out of his grip, and ball is secured by the Black Pirates, who are all in that 15-meter territory. Isaac Massa carries. Rack secured by Alex Aturinda. And now Desire Yera straightens, breaks the first tackle and the second. He's running into space just by Pius Ogena into Justin Kimono. He's alone, he's isolated. He needs to release that ball, but he's still being held. He releases, and it's a turnover ball by Pius Ogena, who has done everything that he needs to do to get this ball back. And yes, it is turnover possession by Pius Ogena, who found Desire Yera isolated, and now the Cubs on the counter-attack. Alhaji Manano sells a dummy. Finds Marco Suna, who loses the ball. And it's the ref's hand is out for a knock forward. Marco Suna lost the ball there, and you can see the frustration and the pain, the agony in Alhaji Manano there. Cubs are not able to get a successful play going, and the Black Pirates are holding on. They're holding on to their lead for this one. Marshalling each other. They are led by Isaac Massa, that they still have this and they need to play on. But it is a scrum just inside the 15-meter territory. Black Pirates to feed Conrad Wanyama. It's been a while since we saw the Black Pirates kick away possession like this in the game. They did it in Sorot in Gulu, and they are trying that tactic again, kicking the ball away quite a lot, more than you would expect. And Ivan Magomu fumbles that ball. Very lucky man there because the Cobs had creeped out early and he's able to get a penalty for offside. Breaks one tackle, finds James Jongat. There's space on the outside. Conrad Wanyama dances past Alhaji Manano. Is brought down by James Jongat again. Ball out by Desire Era to Isaac Massa. Isaac Massa runs the switch to Alex Aturinda, who finds the gap in the middle. And it's another try for the Black Pirates. Alex Aturinda. The Black Pirates have extended their lead from 14-5 to 19-5 here in the Kigezi Sevens final. What a turn of play that the Black Pirates have shown here. Notching another point, another try away from the Beto Cobs.
You can see the fans are in a frenzy. Most of the fans, they are really enjoying their Guinness. We're not sure what side they're on, but the fact that they're celebrating, it must be all about Pirates. But Pirates surely being the better team right now, especially in offense. The Cobs have not really found their bearings in this final. And could it be a case of yet another final that the Pirates win? And this would be a consecutive win in 2 finals for Pirates, and getting over that mental block, that hoodoo of losing in finals to Cobs. But the game is not yet done, and Stephen Alur, who has come on, chooses to kick deep and plan Akampurira, who was at the end of that kick unable to gather.
And it is full time.
And that's full
the Black Pirates have won the Kigezi Sevens final. It is 2 wins out of 5 for the Black Pirates, 3 out of 5 for the Beto Cobs, and we have a final at the hands in the Coronation Sevens, don't we?
Next weekend is going to be mad.
But first,
crazy.
The Black Pirates need to celebrate their win. Stanbic Black Pirates have gone all the way, came into this event as the top-seeded team, and they have done everything they needed to have done to win the Kigezi Sevens final. And you can see the jubilation from the team with their fans and their match officials. Joined by the Sailors, the Black Pirates are the Kigezi Sevens final main cup winners. Well played to the Betway Cobs. They were caught napping early in the game, tried to come back, but a few uncharacteristic mistakes from their charges all across the board were not enough, denied them the chance at the trophy. And there is all to play for. They know it. They know that they need to win at their home ground, at Legends Rugby Grounds in the final. But the Black Pirates now have a chance to make it 3 out of 3 and make it a points difference battle.
Yeah, we're going into mathematics yet again for the final weekend. So, what is the breakdown for Pirates to win, and what's the breakdown for Cobs to win, in your opinion?
I think we will need to leave the mathematics to the tournament director, Mr. Bwali, who will explain, who will do the explanation on who needs what to win the title. But for now, it's the Black Pirates in celebration. Consolation there by Aruna Mohammed to the Cobs. But what a tournament we have had. We came all the way this side, 400 kilometers, 1,000 meter gain probably also in elevation. And there we saw Conrad Wanyama dancing around the Black Pirates, dancing around the Cobs defense to get the game underway. And from there it was